Ideas on Life, Health, and Healing from a Wise Guy. Chapter 1. Ideas on Life, Health, and Healing from falconblanco.com. Wisdom one-liners from falconblanco.com. Feel alive, not miserable even if you're old. Using cliches like live life to the fullest is part of the problem because it doesn't mean anything. Most generic people, if asked straight on, will say that they're living life to the max because they all got these big egos that they have to appear as part of the cool crowd. Screw them all. Live by your own standard. Have the guts to do what you want. Real life is not in front of a screen. Pop culture coolness. Capitalist success. It's what you actively do to feel great and joyous. Reflect on your life, then act on your results. Self-honesty results from acceptance. Accept how things are right now. This lifts the feelings of guilt, frustration, failure, etc. that come out of our expectations and desires to have things differently than they are. Acceptance creates a calm. How do I get myself out of bed and motivated to get things done? This is a natural part of life. Rest for a while, then get inspired and move. You have expectations. These might be not realistic. Whatever shows up is a challenge. Accept it and deal with it. It's not about what the world wants. It's about what you really want in your soul, away from brainwash. Every expert in any field has their own ideas. Be your own healer and wise person. You can't just have an aimless life. You have to define yourself and live by it. Live by your true nature. Find a creative solution to your problems and issues. Meditation followed by solutions, then action solves everything. You need intensity to keep inspiration strong every day. There is really no such thing as change. Enlightenment is one state of being, true nature. There is so much brainwash. Religious. Mystical. Capitalist pop culture coolness. People are afraid of failing. Failing what? That's the world brainwashing you. I get up every day to be myself. Fuck the world worth its bullshit standards. What are your expectations? Everybody has such big dreams and fantasies. Life is truly one day at a time, creating a sense of enjoyment through what you do. An error is to fill life with excitement by consuming all kind of entertainments because it's all frivolous, meaningless. At some point you say to yourself, I wasn't born to be a sucker and sit here watching all this meaningless junk. I call it self-contempt, that point when you realize all this TV, YouTube, etc. doesn't make me feel alive. Clear out your background, feelings of inferiority, guilt, shame, etc. Live for now. Don't deal with negative people. Don't waste time on the whiners around you. A good life is a disciplined life. You do tough stuff to earn self-respect. Be curious enough to stimulate your life, but not to get killed like the liberal idiots who thought they would be okay in a Muslim country. They disappeared. Fight anger by staying away from people who make you angry and not thinking about the things that make you angry. The entire world is always stuck in a funk called the Matrix. You can't do anything about this. It is what it is. Try to live a good life for yourself. Everybody is defined by material belongings. You are what you think and do. That's it. What do you need beyond clothes, food, and a comfortable food? Everything else is action. It's not about getting richer. It's about keeping a hold of the natural joy in your soul. Figure it out, then do it. You can feel great. You don't need to suffer. Many people like to suffer. Why do I listen to the doomers and gloomers, Dollar Vigilante and Gerald Salent on YouTube? It's not that I like tragedy. It's that I want to hear someone similar to me speaking something truer than all the other bullshitters out there like CNN. How can mental health drugs possibly help anyone whose problem is one of spirit? How many politicians are true philosopher kings, people who actually want to help others? Most politicians earn great salaries for their trivial job with a great pension plan, plus they make connections for more money by doing favors for people with money. Most medical doctors are massively brainwashed by the system, which is about prescribing medicine, not healing people. Contemplate your life, then act on the results of these thoughts day after day. Don't overeat. Do physical exercise. To find purpose, you need to strip your life down into the few things you like to do, then do them all the time. When you have found purpose when experiencing your pure existence, then you also will have found peace. Deal with past mistakes by ignoring them. Jesus said, if you have not sinned, cast the first stone. Less worry, enjoy life. Ask questions and be critical. Develop your intuition. Your attitude is important. Life is what it is. We are alive, that is what counts. That is real, that is what we can directly experience, what we can feel with all our senses and being. Do you trust your own belief? Do you have enough body exercises? Do you eat junk food? See yourself as a whole. If there is something out of balance, then it has to do with the whole. Ego is what you think others think of you. Live by soul, what you think of yourself. Feel good within yourself, have a good mood, life makes sense to you, enjoy expressing yourself. Be aware of two things. Who you are in your soul. How the world operates, so you can shield yourself from the evil out there. Look for happiness, a state where you can be creative and enjoy receiving abundance from God. Live in harmony and peace and develop good relations with people around you. Achieve great things in life. Have spiritual interest and seek God. The point in life is to live it. Question everything to a limited point, because you can't change most things. Focus mostly on your own happiness. Fear is normal. Be courageous enough to act and not to let fear stifle you into a fetal position. Be as self-reliant as possible. Try to avoid negative addictions. It's easy to eat too much, drink too much alcohol, etc. The goal is to enjoy life because of what you do every day. What can you do that's positive and wholesome, that makes you feel good? Life is like a melon, you need to open it to find out if it is tasty or not. Life is like a car, you can drive it without knowing how it works, but if something messes up, you're screwed. Life is like a missile, once it is in the air it is difficult to change. Life is like a ball pen, you write, and it seems no end, but then comes the moment when you are empty and speechless. Life is like a flower, you can enjoy its beauty, but watch out, there might a bee in it and sting your nose. Life is like a computer, you can program it and run it your way, or you can switch it off and find out what freedom is, expressing yourself without rigid frame. Live as though you have nothing to lose, like it's an ongoing adventure. We need to walk without crutches, fly beyond the horizon. You have the truth already within yourself. Life is a learning, growing and healing process. People are running after fake goals and dreams, manipulated by clever power people in business, religion, and government. Peace is part of the dream world, part of a primitive state of being. Find out what you really are and what is causing your limitations. Most people block themselves in the capitalist matrix. Behave the same way with people as with animals. Try to be friendly and loving. Find release by expressing yourself. Find trust within yourself. Open up to life. Be creative. Release positive energy. Free falconblanco.com ebooks. There are some free ebooks at falconblanco.com/downloads.htm. askbayan.falconblanco.com, falconblanco.com/fbdiscus/yahoo answers/folifa.htm. phoenixtools.org. ourlightbody.com. distance-healings.com. falconblanco.com/key.pdf. falconblanco.com/downloads/ebooks/forumvol1.pdf. falconblanco.com/health/index.htm. falconblanco.com/health/steps.htm. falconblanco.com/key.pdf. falconblanco.com/downloads/ebooks/forumvol1.pdf. 7 Steps of Self-Discovery. Start with a smile, in spite of the facts, saying, yes. Express oneself freely or as good as you can. Give yourself time and space without being a workaholic. Learn by watching the small things and happenings in front of your nose. Experience followed by analysis. Live by intuition/spirit. Trust yourself. Simply keep doing the next thing your inner voice tells you. A healing process/healing oneself. The goal is to release natural energy in order to feel good. Stress exercise. Being aware of the healing process and taking care of details. Questioning myself and being self-critical to whatever shows up. Being aware of my resistance to recognize old patterns showing up. Being aware of the tendency of falling back into resignation. Being aware of the density of my mind and feelings. Being aware of my identification with thoughts and feelings. Being aware of my need to get confirmation for it. Being aware of my clinging on material stuff. Being aware of my reactions if there is not enough confirmation. Being aware how I provoke my surrounding to get confirmation. Being aware of my established measurements of habits and values. Being aware of my clinging to worn-out habits and values. Being aware of my eating habits, realizing that often eating is a substitute. Being aware of my pseudo-security and realizing how much resistance and disturbance it creates to let go of it. Being aware of my established defense system. Being aware of my reactions triggered during the day. Being aware of my identifications with reactions. Being aware of my dependencies. Being aware of my fear to allow silence and emptiness. Being aware of my reactions if coming near to what might be felt as void. Being aware of my fear when being confronted with chaos around. Being aware of my fear when chaos shows up within oneself. Being aware of my self-image. Being aware of my identification with concepts about everything. Being aware that I am not open for something which doesn't fit in my established concepts. Realizing that objectivity is an illusion. Realizing that I am trapped in my personality, being governed by this, observing that most humans are like zombies walking through life, being attracted by absurd goals given by a corrupt society whose values are in the first place materialistic. Being aware how much we are manipulated in all fields of life through the established system. Being aware how much this has built up one's personality in a determinate and limited way. Allowing to see how absurd and chaotic humankind is dealing with life and problems showing up and how absurd daily life goals mostly are. Allowing thoughts about death and the feelings this triggers. Allowing all kind of strange and unknown states of being within myself and being aware of my defense reactions. Being cool enough to observe myself and making decisions which feel right. Not worrying about daily needs. Having the trust that the right thing will show up in the right moment. Being critical and open to what shows up, being able to improvise, making my decisions to choose what feels right, even with the risk to make a mistake. Being aware of feeling often like a victim. Changing my attitude of being a victim of circumstances and people by understanding that we are all in a process and there is no punishment for what one might have done wrong. Understanding that disease is a process which is positive and helps us to grow, what means that we overcome our limitations and stuck position, being trapped in a construction of established images of this world and ourselves. Seeing disease as a challenge which moves towards transformation and evolution. Accepting that I'm ready for life's offered challenge, even I don't like it and have the tendency to stay in the old form, behavior, and attitude. We need to realize that we are manipulated from people with materialistic interests, who are not only brainwashing us all life long, but we also need to realize that this comes out of a long tradition. I have created a positive attitude and I will not waste my energy anymore in negative reactions. With this I will stay more relaxed and will not build up and accumulate tension. Get rid of accumulated waste and clean up the system. Ozone sauna every second day with ozone generator. Drink daily about 2 to 3 liters of herb tea or ozonated water. Drinking daily 1 glass of water with a few drops of hydrogen peroxide H2O2. Drinking 1 cup of olive leaf tea daily. Drinking 3 times a day a cup of herb tea with 3 teaspoons of apple vinegar and 1 small teaspoon of honey. Doing intermittent fasting. Take a rest after exercise. Use a vibration massager for hurting muscles or just for relaxation. Allow ventilation during the night when I sleep, even when it's cold outside. Steps for recovery. Eat minimal amounts of food. Drink lots of water. Try colloidal silver for detox. Don't fall into temptations, don't drop exercise, don't eat what doesn't feel right. Don't overestimate your energy, don't work too hard. Keep cool, meditate, and observe. Drink apple vinegar. Eat kefir and kombucha every day. If you watch violence on TV, you internalize it. You are what you feed yourself through your thoughts and what you take in for entertainment. Everybody has got their own beliefs. Don't try to force or even persuade anything on anybody. Focus on your life. You can be like me. Write your goodwill stuff out, release it on Amazon or wherever, then forget about it. People attack people with new or different ideas. Wise people learn that you cannot change the evil empire of the world. Just keep yourself happy. It is hard work to heal. It needs an engagement which includes all levels and passion. The present generation of psy/med professionals generally will protect its intellectual turf even if there are better ideas. Look at what they did to Royal Rife. Heal yourself by living life as a fun, great challenge, an adventure for learning and growing when creatively responding to whatever shows up. A disease is energy imbalance. Fix the imbalance caused by tension/stress. Avoid toxins as much as you can. Avoid aspartame and chemicals in food. There are injuries, but diseases are largely caused by a negative mind. Don't live in a city with polluted air. Others tell us how we must live, what we must buy, what to think and feel. Live by your true nature. Everybody has one's own inbuilt power to heal oneself, but we need to listen to this inner force. Don't be stuck in suffering. Be stuck in healing. Release yourself from a negative mindset. Albert Einstein said one can't solve a problem with the same mindset that has caused it. falconblanco.com/release-meditation. Be creative. Try to grow constantly in spirit. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein, look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Our society is insane in nearly all aspects. Listen to yourself, not society. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Go beyond our thinking to find truth in our real being. Healing oneself. Eat healthy food. Cleanse the body by not eating processed foods and drinking lots of water. Get oxygen. The easiest way is walking and exercise. Don't just be comfortable and listen to your doctor and all the idiots around you, each of whom thinks they're a health expert. Fight for your own healing and survival. It's easy as watching some alternative medicine videos on YouTube then acting on them. Don't feel like a victim. Fight for your health. To be reborn, one must die first. Go through the pain but do what you can to heal. Get active. Don't just sit around like a victim. Watching TV is wasting time. Do inspired things. Live from your heart. Try ozone sauna, ozone insufflation, massage, supplements, cleansing like herbal cleansing or sweating. Take self-responsibility. Lose weight. The less fat on your body the better, down to about 5% fat. Be friendly. Talk and listen to someone if you feel lonely or weak. Group energy means you feel, absorb, and reflect back to and from the people around you. It's very hard to stay upbeat in a community of sad sacks or to stay sad around a bunch of decent people, so find decent positive people to be around. Deal with reality without delusions. Your mind can keep you strong and free or stressed and angry. When you feel fear, overcome it with courage. Don't be a manipulative low-life scammer. To heal the world, heal yourself. Don't let the capitalist violent spirit of the world manipulate the true you, which should be a happy, free person looking for joy in life. I spent many years studying conspiracy theories on who runs the world. In truth, nobody really runs the world. There is a loose confederation of rich, evil elitists that control governments and money, but on a personal level, they're all fucked in the head because money is fiat currency, meaning it's all a fake system of creating money out of nothing. Then we have people, the media, and law enforcement / military all trying to control us. Step away from them. Be yourself. People are envious of truly free, happy, strong people like in Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn. People were jealous of this free kid. Relax, do physical and creative activities and enjoy life. Be nice. Listen when people talk to you. Don't do negative activities like drugs, alcohol, gambling, etc. Deal with your emotions by staying calm no matter what. There are dangerous chemicals in personal care products. Mobile phones give off unhealthy radiation waves. Being addicted means you're not getting satisfaction out of life because you're not being yourself, releasing your natural creative and physical energy. When you're absorbed with meaningful work, you feel good. Live to the best of your ability. Do something creative. Live consciously of the balance between free will and the creation of reality. Feel like you are spiraling upwards every day for an exciting journey. Spiritual growth. Everything is perfect exactly how it is. Sun meditation / sun gazing. Go outside and get some sun for your health and well-being. Walk around or sit and relax.